From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8, 43. Check, 43. Here we go.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Kill. They can't hang with us.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, the linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Murray to air it out again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Breeze. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Toss play, Kamara. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Check. And let's pin the mirrors back and go forward. Watch out.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Murray now to throw. And he's going to go down again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Joseph is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Chark, 78 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. Get that quarterback, D-line. Ready, second.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check 49, check 49.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Safety creep. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 13.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on. Then look at this. He's going to keep it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. What? Go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. And he finds his man. That's Butler. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here.